Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli, back with another review video. That's right, you read the title of what I'm reviewing, and as I teased in the last review, that's right, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, the Disney Plus original movie. Yeah, technically, I guess, it is an original, it's a Disney Plus original movie, I guess you could say. But yeah, gosh, let me talk about, say, when I heard about, when the movie was announced and its development and so on. I remember back, years back, maybe even say before I started YouTube, I don't know. But I remember hearing that Disney was developing a Chip 'n Dale movie, like, a Rescue Rangers live-action movie or something. It was in the works, and I remember, like, back then, like, on its IMDb page, like, Jim Cummings, Tress MacNeille, I think Peter, what's his last name? Peter Cullen? Yeah, I think I said his last name right. I think he was listed in there too. Corey Burton, I assume, as well. But then as time moved on, and as the years went by, and, especially when Disney Plus came along, well, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers was going to find its way on Disney Plus, and it would still be a live-action film, and it was announced that, well, Corey Burton was going to be a part of this, voicing Zipper, but also Chip 'n Dale would this time be voiced by John Mulaney, I think I said his last name right, and Andy Samberg. And it's like, okay, it's one of those, and why couldn't they just have Tress and Corey do them, But what everybody did not expect how this would turn out, okay, to put it this, everybody thought that this would be just, like any other, like, Disney live action version, live action movie version of, like, say, of the animated films and so on, something like that. Everybody felt that, well, this will be, like, say, a movie of the Rescue Rangers, on a big adventure, and, something like that. But no, that was the total opposite. What we got instead was just like, say, what Who Framed Roger Rabbit was like. Cartoons in the real world, the combination of animation and live action, and and it was like, cartoons, doing their jobs and, all that kind of stuff. That's what we got, and it was mind-blowing. Even when the trailers came out and when it was revealed what this was going to be like, it was amazing, and it was unbelievable. I think, obviously, everybody knew that this would probably be the next Roger Rabbit, and it was. This became the next Roger Rabbit, and, it's amazing. Okay, but anyways, let's start with the story. Chip 'n Dale live amongst cartoons and humans in modern-day Los Angeles, but their lives are quite different now. When a former castmate mysteriously disappears, and that being Monterey Jack, Chip 'n Dale must repair their broken friendship and save their friend. So, the story, I think, was pretty fantastic, This is just like, say, what Roger Rabbit had, a mystery and all that kind of stuff, and, trying to solve the case and so on. And, apparently, because in 1982, like, Chip and Dale first met when going to school, and then, throughout the 80s, they started, like, doing acting jobs, like appearing in commercials, and even, like, say, making, like, TV appearances, like, for example, Full House, and then they get a phone call from, I guess, for them to star in their own TV show, and it would be, of course, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. It's kind of funny, because, well, Chip 'n Dale had been around since the 50s, 60s, like, well, that's an interesting take, like, you get my point, Chip 'n Dale, they've been around before the Rescue Rangers. So you get my point, from their shorts, and even, say, when they come face-to-face with either Pluto and Donald Duck, so, well, at one point, Dale he kind of messes up, and he takes the phone call because wanting to be in his own show, Double O Dale, and well, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, it got canceled, and even say the Double O Dale's show did not proceed after the pilot. So yeah. So that was it for Chip and Dale. Their friendship just ended. Oh, not to mention, because I forgot to mention, after they finished filming Roger Rabbit, they were having a rap party or something. We get a cameo. Oh my gosh, what's her face? Because there was that music video with, the singer for Paula Abdul. Am I saying her last name right? Yeah, I believe so. She, because in that music video with her and that cartoon cat, so it's cool to see, her and that cat, making an appearance again in Roger Rabbit. I'm sorry, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. But speaking of Roger Rabbit makes a cameo in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and Charles Fletcher reprises the role of Roger Rabbit. Just, even though, yeah, Roger Rabbit just makes a small appearance and just a little bit of dialogue, what a party! I don't think he said Jeepers. He should have. That's one of his, most notable quotes, jump and vapors, So, I mean, he does the laugh, But, even say it was kind of teased that a romance was going on, but this was a strange shipping. Gadget and Zipper. I mean, it's like in the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, it was obvious, either Chip or Gadget, or Dale or Gadget. But in this movie, Zipper and Gadget get together. That's interesting, but that didn't bother. I don't care, so, even say Eric Bana. I remember him best, as, Bruce Banner in the 2003 Hawk film, and Nero in Star Trek, the first installment of the Kelvin timeline, the Romulan Nero. So that's interesting. Because he was the voice of Monterey Jack, and Monterey Jack, he calls up Chip and Dale because, at one, it was mentioned that Flounder from The Little Mermaid was captured and, was sold making bootleg movies, basically, of animated films. And, well, the same thing was going to happen to Monterey Jack. And, so, and also, one of the other main characters being a live-action character, Ellie Steckler, played by Kiki Lane. She was pretty good, Ellie. And also the captain, oh gosh, it's not showing his full name, but hold on a second. I'm going to go to IMDb. The captain, okay, let's also talk about, say, the cartoon characters and everything that was in this movie. It's amazing, because as we all know in Roger Rabbit, it was all hand-drawn animated characters, but in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, it's not just hand-drawn characters. There's CG characters, poor quality CG characters, I guess you could say, motion capture characters, puppets, and claymation. And J.K. Simmons' character is a clay stop-motion captain officer, Captain Putty. That's literally his name. Oh my gosh, and not to mention, well, because Dale kind of going to, he's at a convention, he has his own booth, and, this was amazing, and you know what? Because, because of the Chip and Dale movie, and this is like a Roger Rabbit, film, this movie got Ugly Sonic. This movie has Ugly Sonic. They got Ugly Sonic in this film. That's amazing. Even Ugly Sonic, he talks about how he was, what everybody thought of him when the first trailer came out of the first Sonic film. We all remember that time, now don't we? I was there. And I was like everybody else, obviously. Practically everybody hated his look. Man. So, anyways, So Ugly Sonic, and he's actually, Ugly Sonic mentions at one point that, gonna join, like, start his own cop show, FBI show or whatever. Yeah. Like one of those cop shows, but it's FBI, so. And so, Chip and Dale, they are forced to get, team up again and to solve this case and find Monterey Jack. And, well, the same goes for all the other cartoon characters that were kidnapped. And, yeah, so, and also, we get the introduction of like, the bad guys. The two henchmen in this, there was Bob, the warrior Viking, who is a motion capture character, voiced, Bob, the warrior Viking, voiced by Seth Rogen, and of course Seth Rogen doing his laugh. And there was another, who was it? Oh gosh, I forget. The Coca-Cola, yes, the Coca-Cola polar bear, Jimmy the polar bear, but yeah, in the association with Coca-Cola, basically, voiced by Devon McDonald. Yeah, I said the first name right. So yeah, there's the polar bear, as I said, and of course the main villain of this, Sweet Pete, aka Peter frickin' Pan. It's true. Voiced by Will Arnett. And basically Sweet Pete is behind all of this, capturing cartoon characters. And you know what? He started his own business making bootleg movies of cartoon/animated films, and, like, Sweet Pete's backstory after, he starred in, one of, it is, one of the Disney gems, Peter Pan. After Peter Pan, well, Peter Pan, he was just practically tossed away from Disney, and, as he got older and he decided to, start his own business and so on, and, well, it hit him hard, and he became evil, so an evil Peter Pan. Hey, you know what? The ABC show, Once Upon a Time, Peter Pan was evil, so, gosh, and what about, say, Captain Hook? Like, what's Captain Hook's whereabouts in the Chip and Dale movie? Well, one of the Lost Boys made a cameo, which I'll get to in a few minutes. And also there are some hilarious moments, of course, in this film. You can say, because this was clearly the next Roger Rabbit. You were just expecting who was gonna make which cartoon characters were gonna make cameos in this, and well, like, not just Disney, a little bit of Nickelodeon's in there. One of the South Park characters in there, a bit of The Simpsons, Peanuts, which, speaking of Peanuts, I'll get to again in a few minutes, DreamWorks, and so on, and yeah, and even, say, Chip and Dale, they do get help from Ellie, and of course, the police, of course, coming in as well, and like this secret base, whatever, and the machine that, I guess, yeah, does turn cartoon characters into bootleg, versions and so on, transforms them into bootlegging-like characters. But that's also, yeah, like, what's really cool is, there's a difference between Chip and Dale. Yeah, Chip is still hand-drawn looking, while Dale, he's received a CG treatment, and he went through this machine that got him the CG treatment. I believe, yeah, it is the same machine, but according to Dale, he doesn't remember that machine having all those scary, like, parts to it, even at one point they get stuck in that machine, and at one point Chip gets a Snoopy ear. Hence, I mentioned Peanuts. Yeah, so hey, yeah, it's nice that we got a bit of Peanuts in there, and Snoopy, for that matter, Snoopy's ear. And even, like, say, well, at one point, they're getting chased at the convention that Dale was at, you know, they get caught by Sweet Pete, and, you know, Jimmy and Bob, they're chasing them, and even at one point, Bob the Viking warrior, he comes face to face with other characters voiced by Seth Rogen, Pumbaa, Mantis, and even Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens. That's amazing, seeing Bob once again. And of course, they're all doing Seth Rogen's laugh. Oh yeah, even at one point, Chip accidentally, he gets on Indiana Jones' clothes, and, you know, well, I mean, you know, hey, Chip was like, the clothing that Chip wears in Rescue Rangers was modeled after Indiana Jones, while Dale, he was modeled after Tom Selleck in Magnum P.I., you know, the Hawaiian-like shirt. So yeah, and it's funny because when Chip accidentally gets the Indiana Jones clothes on, everybody then recognizes them. They spot them. It's the Rescue Rangers! And even say, Jimmy the Polar Bear runs into Baloo the Bear, because Baloo was mentioned a few times. Well, you know, he appeared twice, and he was mentioned by, I think, Dale, yeah, because, you know, Baloo, apparently he started with Tailspin, and then years later, well, I guess, yeah, he received the makeover and look for the 2016 Jungle Book film. And he's not voiced by Bill Murray. However, he is, who is he voiced by? Oh, it doesn't show. That sucks. Sometimes I kind of hate it when this happens, but, you know, I'm not the only one who's reviewing this, so, you know. I even saw that on TikTok, the voice of Baloo in this. Oh, no, wait a minute, I can, you know, did a video, like, you know, because showing that he was the voice of Baloo. That was really cool. I saw that, again, I saw that on TikTok. Oh, here he is. Stephen Curtis Chapman. He was the voice of Baloo in this, and Baloo's hip and so on, and he, like, the way he sang Bare Necessities. Bare Necessities, yeah. Oh, man. And, well, at one point, yeah, Chip got captured, and, you know, Dale, he made it out. Oh, did I forget to mention Lumiere? Lumiere from The Animated Beauty and the Beast made an appearance in this. Jeff Bennett, who has been the current voice of Lumiere, yeah, it was pretty amazing. Even say when Lumiere and other cartoon characters that I can't remember their names, like, they kind of helped Chip and Dale escape, like, you know, defeating Bob the Warrior Viking, you know, be my guest, or I think that's how Lumiere said it, blowing fire in his face, you know, and Bob does get arrested, and it's great. Even Bob references Jack Skellington. Hey, that's great, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas in there as well. Why couldn't we see Jack Skellington in the movie? I don't know, but hey, maybe in the sequel, who knows? But anyways, oh yeah, even like say when Ellie comes to, I think, yeah, help Chip or something, both her and the captain, well, it turns out that Captain Putty, you know, voiced by J.K. Simmons, he's a traitor because Sweet Pete brought him to the bad side, you know, and so Captain Putty being evil and a traitor, you know, and even his rank of being a captain of the police department, yeah, a stop-motion clay character, just, yeah, it's funny. Did I forget to mention, yeah, that one sequence where, you know, Ellie meets with Chip and Dale at Dale's place. Dale, for a long time, in his garage, kept all Chip and Dale merchandise. And, well, another thing about Ellie is she became a police officer because of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. So that's great. That's great. And so to speed things up, Dale, he gets help from Gadget and Zipper. You know, and earlier in the film, it was established that Zipper and Gadget, they now have kids of their own. Still more to come, you know. They're like half bug, half mice. That's weird. But anyways, and oh yeah. Okay, Gadget's still being voiced by Tress MacNeille. That's great. Zipper is voiced by Dennis Haysbert. I hope I said his last name right. I remember him from the Allstate commercials, you know, are you in good hands? That's him. So, and I remember he did a voice in Wreck-It Ralph. So, Hero's Duty. So, congratulations, soldier. So that was him. They help out Dale, and on that famous flying contraption, like in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Dale gets a call from, I believe, his agent, but Dale turns him down on something, and yeah, he at one point did regret throwing his phone. What was the point of throwing his phone? All he had to do was just hang up. That's it. Well, that's what Dale did. And so, the climax happening, taking on Jimmy the Polar Bear and Sweet Pete. At one point, the machine goes haywire. It turns Jimmy into a small pixie, and Sweet Pete gets turned into like a mutant or something. He's got the head of a cat, a machine gun or something on one of his arms, Wreck-It Ralph's hand, Woody's boot. Wow, excuse me. And even say at one point when an explosion goes off, well, it causes 3 fireworks to go off, and it makes the shape of Mickey Mouse. And even the "When You Wish Upon a Star" plays, that was pretty funny. Even say Sweet Pete kind of at one point laughed, and it was Corella's laugh. Well, another thing is, Chip and Dale, they're running through the sets of bootleg films being made, like Winnie the Pooh, Pete as Aladdin. Yeah, and Jim Cummings, he voices a few of characters in this, Pete, as I said, Fat Cat, Pooh and Tiger. I mean, obviously it's Tigger turned into a bootleg-like character named Tiger. So there was also Shredder Arm, and another one who I will mention at the end of this review, and of course, where I almost lost her. Ellie taking on Captain Putty, and Putty is defeated, of course, because, he's, turned into crisp or something because of the coldness or whatever, and he does break, but he still manages to survive. He is clay. And those times where, the captain got some things stuck on him, like an officer, a birdie who's a cop, gum on the back of his shirt. It's pretty funny. And of course, Sweet Pete is defeated. Even say when Ugly Sonic with his FBI crew come in to arrest and capture Sweet Pete. Sweet Pete fires off a cannon, Dale saves Chip from that, and Chip, of course, is okay. The Rescue Rangers are reunited. All the characters that were captured by Sweet Pete are released and freed, and even Monterey Jack, he was dressed up as a bootleg Dumbo. So, and it was great for, say, Ellie to meet all of the members of the Rescue Rangers. It's still funny to think all of them are still hand-drawn, but except for Dale, because, again, he got the CG makeover. So, shouldn't they all? Because I think at one point, at the end of the film, the Rescue Rangers do get a reboot. So, I don't know. But anyways, it's funny, because, I almost forgot to mention, Paul Rudd made a cameo in this. That was really good. See, there's so much that was in this film of references, jokes, and even a Batman and E.T. crossover movie. There was so much, So I do apologize if I forget to talk about the other jokes and so on. But I do remember this one, and I saw this on TikTok pointing out that Dobby the house elf became a fashion model or something. That's basically what I heard. And during the credits, we get one last scene with the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. The Rescue Rangers, the people are applauding at them as they're up on stage at a convention, and we get a cameo from Darkwing Duck, and Darkwing Duck is a bit jealous, and trying to get the people's attention. We want Darkwing Duck. Come on, say it with me. We want Darkwing Duck. And why not? Darkwing Duck is also great. So, oh man, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, what a great film this was. And I literally was saying to myself, I even said this to my mom at one point, this is something Disney hasn't done in a long time, like, say, with Roger Rabbit. And I'm glad that they did something like this again. It's amazing. I'm definitely giving Rescue Rangers a 10 out of 10, without a doubt. I think it's great. The story, just everything that was going on, it was perfect. Hey, I'm also down for a sequel. And what about you guys? What did you think of the Rescue Rangers movie? What'd you think of my review? Leave comments and give this review a like as always. And if you noticed I'm wearing Tailspin, well, hey, it's still Disney Afternoon, even if it's not, say, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers themed. It's still Disney Afternoon, you know. You get the point. And of course, got my Disney Plus hat, because this is Disney Plus, you know, Disney Plus original movie. So again, 10 out of 10 for the Rescue Rangers film. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Thank you so much for watching. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And stay tuned later this week, because the next review will be me, you know, I'll be reviewing a movie in celebration of one of my favorite directors' birthday. Burton. You may know who it is that I'm talking about. Stay tuned for that. Take care, and peace out.